Everyone assumes AI side hustles are a young person's game, and I need you to hear this. The data says the opposite. And here's something wild. Bankrate's 2025 Side Hustle Survey found only 22% of baby boomers report an active side hustle, compared to 34% of Gen Z. And that's not because older workers have less to offer. It's because most of these opportunities get talked about like tech jobs, when really they're small businesses you can build on your own terms, on your own schedule, answering to nobody. None of what I'm about to show you requires coding or some sort of tech degree, just a computer and a willingness to learn. So today I'm walking you through 7 AI side hustles you build yourself, no employer required, and these are perfect for people over 50. I'll give you my honest take on every one, including the real catch nobody tells you about, and what people are actually charging for each one. And I'll be straight with you, one of these 7 genuinely surprised me when I looked into it. And quick disclaimer, any of the earnings mentioned in this video come from various industry sources, and they are simply averages. They are not guarantees, and they'll vary based on your effort, based on your location. And starting one of these side hustles does not guarantee you income. And not every side hustle here is going to fit your situation, and that's completely normal. So please do your research before starting any of the side hustles mentioned in this video. This is purely for educational purposes only. And if you find this type of content useful, please tap that like button. It generally helps this video reach more people over 50 who need to see it. First up is becoming an AI model feedback contributor. Companies building AI pay real people directly to test their models, score responses, and flag where the AI gets things wrong. No clients, no pitching, and no portfolio. And it's in demand because AI companies can't improve their models without constant human feedback. And that need only grows as more companies build their own tools. So here's why this is a perfect fit. There's no code calling, no marketing yourself, no chasing anybody down. You sign up, you show up, and you do solid, careful work, which is exactly the kind of reliability that decades in the workforce actually builds. And the skills you'll need are attention to detail, solid English fluency, and comfort using a computer for a few hours at a time. As for pay, I'll put some of the current rates up on the screen now. You'll see that it varies greatly depending on whether you bring any kind of specialized professional expertise like legal, medical, or a financial background. And this one sounds like the most technical thing on this whole list, and it turns out to need the least tech background of any of them. The catch though, your income can quietly shrink when a company's project volume dips, and there's no warning before this might happen. Now, before we go on to number 2, I want to take a quick second on that idea of starting from zero, because it's exactly why I make these videos in the first place. I am not a tech genius. I'm not a marketing guru. I am just a 54-year-old guy who decided to build something of his own with zero experience and no idea what I was doing. And now I help other people over 50 do the same thing. So if you've ever felt too far behind, too old for this, or like you've tried a side hustle before and it just didn't work out, this one's for you. Grab my Freedom Formula Blueprint. It's the exact roadmap that I use to get unstuck and build a life where I get to be home with my family. I'll put a link below in the description and in the pinned comments so you can learn more. And the idea of starting from zero carries right into our next side hustle. AI-assisted freelance writing or design. You use AI tools to move through client work faster, then sell that speed and quality directly to businesses or through freelance platforms. And this one's in demand because businesses want faster turnaround without sacrificing quality. And there's far less competition in a specific niche than in generic content mills. And here's why this one is perfect for people over 50. The AI can write a sentence. It can't replace 40 years of knowing what actually lands with a real reader or client. That judgment is the whole product, and it's something you already have. Now, the skills needed are writing or design ability, which most of you already have. Also, comfort with one or two AI tools, and the patience to find a specific specific niche instead of competing on price. And I'll go ahead and throw up some of the current beginner to expert pay ranges on the screen for you. The real value here has never been the AI, it's the niche. The catch, standing out takes some upfront positioning work. This doesn't sell itself just because you're fast. And that question of standing out is exactly what the next hustle solves for local businesses. I'm talking about AI automation consulting for small businesses. You help local business owners automate repetitive admin work like email follow-ups, scheduling, or reporting using simple no-code AI tools instead of a custom software. And this is in demand because most small business owners know AI exists but have no idea how to actually put it to work. You're selling the implementation, not the technology itself. And here's why this is perfect for people over 50. You understand how a real business actually runs. The paperwork, the bottlenecks, the stuff that eats a whole afternoon. In a way, a lot of newcomers simply don't yet. And that credibility opens doors. And the skills needed are an understanding of everyday business operations, the ability to explain things in plain language, and comfort learning one or two automation tools. As for pay, this is business to business work, so I'll put up some of the average hourly and per project rates up on the screen for you. This one can grow into repeat business once you land a few clients. The catch, automation needs upkeep. Tools change and workflows break, so plan on ongoing support conversations, not a one and done setup. Also, for this particular side hustle, you will have to do some old-fashioned door knocking to build those business relationships. Number 4 is building AI-assisted digital products. Things like prompt packs, templates, or small tools you build once and sell repeatedly on sites like Etsy and Gumroad. It's in demand because people want ready-made solutions to specific problems, not another DIY tutorial to sit through. And here's why this one fits. You already know a real-world workflow better than most 25-year-olds chasing the same trend. Whether that's from a career, a hobby, or just decades of doing things the hard way. Package that knowledge instead of guessing what's popular. Now, the skills you'll need here are researchability, honest self-assessment of what's already selling, and basic comfort listing a product online. As for pay, this one varies greatly, and I recommend doing your research on sites like Etsy and Gumroad to see what some of the averages are. Once you build the product, each additional sale usually takes less new effort than the last one. The catch? Most sales come after you actually nail the niche. Your first product or two may not sell well or at all while you're still figuring that out. I bring that up because the exact feeling putting an effort with no guarantee it pays off is the reason most people never start anything new in the first place. And I get it because I've been there. When I started, I had no roadmap, no mentor, and no idea if any of it would actually work, but I kept going anyways. That was really the difference for me, not some special talent, just being willing to put in the work before I saw any result. If that's the piece you're stuck on, my blueprint walks you through how I got past it. It's linked in the description below and in the pinned comments if you want to learn more. That same idea of building something once carries into the next hustle. This one is AI-assisted course creation or tutoring. You package your actual expertise into a structured mini course or a coaching offer and use AI to speed up scripting, editing, and production. And it's in demand because people pay for structured guidance from someone who's actually done the thing, not another AI summary. And here's why this one's perfect for people over 50. This is the one hustle on the list where your age isn't something to work around. It's the entire selling point. Nobody wants a course on career reinvention from someone who's never had to reinvent anything. The skills you need are comfort teaching or explaining, patience, and one area of real lived expertise. As for pay, this is another one that's going to vary greatly, and I highly recommend you do your own research to see what the pay ranges are for different types of courses in your niche. And this is one that I've been doing myself for quite some time. The catch though, this is a build it first, earn later model. Accept it to take months, if not longer, before income gets consistent. This isn't a fast starter. 6 is offering an AI-assisted content service to local business. Think dentists, contractors, real estate agents who want a consistent online presence but don't have the hours to manage it themselves. It's in demand because local business owners know they need to show up online. They just don't have the time. And AI tools now make that turnaround realistic for one person to manage. And here's why this one fits perfectly. You already know the difference between a post that builds trust and one that looks like spam. You've been a customer for 50 plus years. That instinct is worth more than most people give it credit for. And the skills you'll need are basic writing ability, comfort with a scheduling tool, and an eye for what makes a small business look credible online. As for pay here, most people starting out here charge on a monthly retainer per client. I'll put up some of the average ranges on the screen for you. And this one's affordable to start and scales nicely as you add clients. The catch, you'll struggle to charge what you're worth until you can point to real results. So your first client or two is really about building proof, not a paycheck. And quick reminder, if you haven't grabbed the blueprint yet, I will put it below in the description and in the pinned comments for you. The next one on our list takes that same idea of proving yourself even further. I'm talking about AI concierge or virtual assistant service. This is where you're helping overwhelmed small business owners handle email, scheduling, and admin work faster than a traditional assistant could. And it's in demand because business owners can't afford a full-time hire, but can absolutely afford someone a few hours a week who moves quickly with the right AI tools. And here's why this is a perfect fit. Reliability and organization aren't a personality quirk here. They're the entire product. And those are skills built over an entire career, not something you pick up in a weekend course. And the skills needed are organization, comfortable learning a few AI scheduling and email tools, and clear, consistent communication. And as for the pay, I'll throw up some of the average ranges up on the screen for you. This is one of the stronger earning potential hustles on the list if you take on multiple clients. But here's the catch. Most of that setup work happens before you get paid anything. You're building your own systems on your own time at first. And if you're somebody who would rather work with their hands and get a little dirty than stare at the screen all day, AI isn't the only path worth looking at. There's a whole category of side hustles that don't get talked about because honestly, they're a little messy, a little unglamorous, and most people scroll right past them. But they pay well and they're never short on work. That's exactly what I get into right up here in my 9 dirty but high paying side hustles that never fail. So make sure you check out that video, and thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.